Well, greetings, travelers. It's me, Kevin C, here again at Action Fans Gaming. A little coffee and building. We got Shin Banjo in chat today with us. He's in the background clicking away. He might have a big giant python in his house. It's just scary.
Yeah.
So he better have his action pants on, getting ready to run. And as always, I hope whatever time of day it is for you, and whatever it is you're doing as you might be watching this, I hope it's going good. Alright. So, where are we? We are getting a little further along on the airship here. And we got the sticker to be on top for right now, and it's not going to last, but we'll put it there and we'll hope it stays for a minute. At least while we're here for now. And then I'll try to figure out how to actually do something that might stay and look good at the same time. Right now, that's, more of a without that, without a sticker on there, it's more of a background. It needs that other sticker to really make it worthwhile. Yeah, I'm going to extend this or do something.
Can you do the old two flat panels thick section in the middle, and then put a decal that wraps over the whole thing of it but doesn't project onto the rest of it around it? Usually if you put two flat panels on top of each other on a wall, then a decal won't transfer onto the surrounding wall, within reason, depending on how big you make the flat panels.
Yeah, I don't know. Plus we'll have a little bump out there, so it might look a little strange on the edge, but for now,
within the screen.
That's true. For now, it is, it's holding. But the minute I reload, it'll probably disappear and it'll all be gone.
That moment you reload and realize you hadn't saved as soon as you last thought you saved.
Yeah. But it's coming along. It's getting a little more detail on it. What's going on, Walter? How you doing today? Gotta wait for the sun to go down there to see what's going on here. I almost want to put the jellyfish there. It would look kind of neat. But I think it would need like a third thing or a billboardy kind of thing in the center. See, now with the sticker placed where it is, it actually, that we could get away with it without that sticker right in the middle. It's a background, And I wish I could go, I can go larger, but it covers up the cold snake thing. But I wish we could just do one big giant poster. What's going on, Shock? How you doing? Something to take up that whole space. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? Now we have managed to squeeze in.
Like, you should be able to size it up, and then once it gets to max size, copy it, and then size it up again.
Oh, that would be cool. We added a couple of monitors in there. What the hell is that? Yeah. Couple other a little more antenna, a couple more things. So I managed to squeeze a couple of the monitors in there, which was not an easy task. It did take some finagling. They are not by any means I just felt it was, you know, being a big advertising airship, it needed a little more. So I decided to cram those in there. We'll probably decorate that one over to the right a little bit more. Add something else to it. And again, you know, this is just paying homage to the Blade Runner one. As much as I would like to do a replica of that, and who knows, maybe
It would have to be a full build.
it would. It would have to be its own thing. I mean, this is already pushing. Well, I built this right around 10,000 parts.
Excuse me, 4 bases in one spot instead of
Yeah.
3.5.
So we're almost pushing 1,000 parts just with what we have here. So that's, you know, that's got to say something. On if I were to try to do the Blade Runner one. Which I think I could kind of do, like with that bit I was using before, with the roofs. Alright, now... But hiding all that and creating the... And if, you know, again, if you look at the actual Blade Runner one, it's actually a bunch of... Like, it's a large structure.
It's a patchwork.
Yeah.
So.
It's like a patchwork of, like, the balloon portion and, you know, sections of, Hey, Gary, thank you. Sections of, like, rooms, you know, mechanicals. It's almost like a floating apartment building with, you know, adverts all over it. Alright, so we do have a double save. We are good right here. I can for Hardy Har-Hars.
Don't you hate it when you get like one thing perfect and then go to replicate it right next to where it was or just on the other side and nope.
For some reason, you can't. Never had that happen all the time. Every single build. Alright, you would have to be... Where? You come up to what? Here. That angle. And then made larger. Okay. So if we remove this and add like a sign along that run, and then mimic that over here, make that larger.
I'll see if I can get that going.
Alright. So what we need now is a holder for that there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Because I know one of these is already cranky about going into its spot, and that's this one on this side. Does not like to...
Oh, are you working on the back side?
No, I should be. I should stop trying to put stuff in this side, but
The stream just started working for me, so definitely don't want to go into the other room now.
alright, so I should be able to move that for now. You keep that one in spot. Grab that. Do that. Come all the way down here. Grab that. Ooh, that's upside down. Forgot about that. Oops.
Could work. Maybe it's not a jellyfish. Maybe it's their version of the wacky waving inflatable tube guy.
Could be. Hey, Jellyfish, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome. Nice to have you around. Thanks for stopping in. Well, it could be like a weird noodle bowl. Like a covered part of it, like a wiggly noodle bowl.
Oh,
and then
that would be great, son. Like if you cut off the bottom of it with an actual
with like
bowl,
an actual bowl, yeah, something that looked
yeah.
like a bowl, like enlarge maybe the vase or something like that. The
So you
kiln
just
fired
had the
pot.
tentacles and the little bottom of the jellyfish pulsing in the top of the bowl.
Yeah. All right, now I'm
But yeah,
thinking.
sign. That would be cool.
I'll have to make that over by the noodle shop, maybe right above the noodle shop.
I don't know if the vintage cooking pot would be good.
No, but
If
I
you're only
think
using half of it facing out,
I think I could
that would
use
work.
the
Actually,
new illuminated planner.
Oh yeah, maybe. That would surround it well.
All right, do you know? It's an idea after idea. It's like, oh, wait a minute, hold on, let me get away from the blimp for a moment.
Well, if you combined the illuminated pot with the wok,
Oh yeah, maybe.
the vintage cooking pan, so that helped hide, like the illuminated pot was the stand and or cooker that the wok was on. That would help hide the bottom of the jellyfish, and you could have just the top of it sitting in top of the wok.
Hmm.
That would look cool.
This is gonna be
And
too large. Damn it.
then you could do a shrunken supply pipe as 2 chopsticks.
Yeah.
Sticking out.
Or actually, I could shrink down 2 antenna.
I think
as well.
would probably
But
do
yeah,
the
the supply pipes.
because they're already spaced apart, like 2 chopsticks.
True. All right, now I'm gonna have to go build that sign. Why'd you make me think of that?
And I would do something like what I just did here with these jellyfish, because that's literally why I'm looking at it. Because you would have to hide the ring from the jellyfish.
The ring,
it'd
be upside down.
But if you pull
well, I could do that with a billboardy thing.
If you pull the supply pipe so it's going through the center of the ring, it looks like the training chopsticks. You know how they have that little ring on them, so that or like the little spring in them, so you can you don't have to actually use the chopsticks properly.
I learned how to use chopsticks at a young age.
Yeah, me too.
Thankfully, helped out later in life.
Proficient with them.
Yeah, I'm relatively proficient. It's been a while since I've used them,
I
actually.
eat the majority of my meals at home with chopsticks, I think, actually. Then do a lot of stir fries and stuff.
Dun, 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 dun. Alright, let's reload. This ship is way too large for that landing pad. Let's put it in a more appropriate spot. Yeah, I'd be bummed if, with the release of 4.0, they cut our graphics down on, like, PlayStation 5 and stuff.
To accommodate for the
Yeah,
Switch.
to accommodate. Yeah. That would be... I mean, it's like they just finally got it to be, super amazing these days. Why... My lighting is still funky, but... Why downgrade... when you've spent all this time upgrading,
Well, they're thinking a whole new player base, a whole new group of people that'll play.
Yeah, but I mean, somebody posed a good question, like, how many more players will you get with Switch? And definitely on iOS, like, a few, but, Mac is not known for gaming. It's known for, more music and video editing. And even then, it's, more, not like a PC. You know what I mean? Alright, so I lose. Wow, right there. Which is odd, because it'll kind of come back in. That's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, the draw distance has
been
not very good.
It used to be a lot. It seemed like it was doing really well, and then it's unfortunate. Like, that's kind of the MO. They'll get stuff working better, and then and here it's all right at this.
Step back on the next patch. Oh, we noticed this one thing that was still broken. We'll fix that. We just broke 5 more things.
I know.
That we just fixed.
Yeah. So I still feel I need a building over here on the left. That skyline bit right there. And actually, believe it or not, more here on the right too. But almost like that to, to be going in the middle of like 2 city, blocks, if you will.
2 hover cars coming in instead of the building. So when you look there in that left spot, you've got like a ship or 2 hover. I'm seeing 2 hover cars.
Yeah.
Or like a small little group of vehicles of some sort. A hover car.
I'm thinking all of the above, but
be great to be able to just do like a whole busy car scene there, like,
kind of flying
like
in
Fifth Element style.
Yeah,
all the taxis and stuff.
But like, there's like now this huge bit of negative space over on that side. We definitely need some signs. A little bit over here on the left there, that left pillar. Might even decide to bring that one up a hair. But I kind of like the stagger. But there's definitely room for some stuff there. And that left side, though, that negative space on the left side is just...
You know what you're missing? A big satellite dish somewhere.
A what?
I don't see a single satellite dish.
There's one right in front of us.
Where?
Right in front, right in the middle. It's not huge, but it's there. It's part of the antenna setup stuff.
Oh,
Just not... Yeah, every once in a while it gets lit.
No, I was meaning like,
like an actual...
I was just being a dick. Like an actual satellite dish that you would build with a full circular floor, then do your garage doors down, then do your angled roof.
A few hundred more parts.
Yeah.
Well, I could just take the
Like an
standard one.
observatory. You want a building off to the left? Why not make it an observatory and do a big ass telescope?
I could do the.
So it'd be a dome off to the side with a split in it. Freaking. Then you got to do a massive micro build
Oh,
of the giant telescope. I actually wouldn't mind doing a planetarium build.
I could just enlarge the exocraft summoning
Planetarium
station.
observatory. I'm getting distracted now. I'm like my focus is split. I'm like looking at what I'm doing and then looking at what you're doing and looking at what I'm doing.
Bet you we could throw this in here though.
Oh, you certainly could. You could even resize it a little bit.
Yeah. Right now I'm just kind of thinking maybe where it might go. I mean, we still have a whole backside to do. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's what it is.
You don't have to do the back.
I do though. It's gonna look,
Still got to cap it.
I got to cap the front, which I'm just started setting up a little scaffold for that.
Oh yeah, you've capped the other end. I see.
Well,
like the antennas there. Yes.
I didn't really cap it. I just carried it down, and thankfully the shapes made that nice, like this right here, this kind of ribbed section. And it's, I can do something off of this. I don't know what yet.
Have a look at the screens. I haven't seen the screens you added.
Oh yeah, these here.
Yeah. Nice.
Just adding some wire and, other elements. And then I redid the posters. So what I'm going to do, get rid of those.
Yeah, it looks dope.
It's starting to look better, but, I got the front there, or, the other end. I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about doing this, because I'd have to do actually a ton of flipping to truly do what I want to do. I'd have to flip a bunch of sections here, at least maybe 6 to 8 sections. Rev, what's going on? And I wish that someone could come in and take the Euclidean parts and add them here. The signage that you've been making, Rev, is really cool. I'd love to be able to make neon like that here. I'm definitely missing out on a lot of potential with that sort of thing. Alright, let's save that down.
Yeah, the closest we've got to neon tubing is wires.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, I want to hide more, or I'm going to have to rewire my whole base, and I got stuff sticking out in places, just because I'm like, oh yeah, let's see what it looks like. Okay, it's lit. Like, this is a good example here. I should, put the power source somewhere else, and instead of all these wires, just connect, that down.
You got a wire header.
Yeah. Actually, I got to reload. I just deleted, and I'm not. Oh, I know, Rev. I know. And believe me, I'd be like, yep. Granted, you'd have to deal with me going, yeah, no, a little over to the right, and... But we're going to attempt another sign that Shin and I were just talking about. I'm going to mess around with the idea. Go right over the noodle shop. And then if there's time, I'm going to start working on a foundation for another building. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. I'm going to play around with it, but yeah, that works all right.
I know another building that needs a foundation started.
Well, that's what I mean. The art gallery. All right.
I thought you were meaning off to the left for the skyline.
Well, no. Yeah, that too. See, the lighting has gotten weirder lately. Yeah, it's definitely gotten more bizarre, I gotta say. It doesn't... I wonder if it helps if I'm in the other... a little bit, but no, not really. And it sometimes just varies.
Yeah, it doesn't like you're standing in certain spots sometimes.
Yeah.
Or even standing still. It's like, oh, all the lighting will be fine while you're moving, and then as soon as you stand still...
Yeah, it's like, no, I don't want to do what you want me to do. Yeah, like, see, right now I'm strobing like crazy. So let's add more light to it.
Yeah, I've been bad with that on a few of my last builds. Just put way too much lighting in and it just gets all squiffy.
Yeah, it's really not happy. It's like, yeah, no, I really don't want to do what you're attempting right now. Could you not? Please.
Alright, that's the table.
Try it with this one first. I don't think I'm going to like it, but we'll give it a shot. Damn it. No, that's not what I wanted. Should go up to here. There we go. Oh, but I don't want that. I want... How do I want that? I want to go the other way. So we want to do... And that would have to be much higher. So I'd have to put that in first and then bring the bucket in underneath it. Alright. Oh, I should have got more coffee today. I'm running on empty, running on.
Just reminded me of Seinfeld. And Kramer and the coffee. He goes to see the lawyer. Could you sip it in your normal fashion? Well, no, I couldn't.
no. Wait a minute.
Did you put the top on, or they put the top on? Oh, well, they put the top on. And you didn't make the top now, did you? Oh, no. By gum, I think we got a case.
What the hell? Hold on. I could have sworn I was prepared.
The end. We're prepared to give you a lifetime supply of coffee, and he's like, I'll take it. There was an and. You never take before the end.
One moment. I am missing something here. Oh well. I swore I had another one. Maybe I did not. Alright. Didn't want any spoilers. Gotcha. Yeah, Cyberpunk's been alright. I gotta say, I've been pretty pleased with it so far. It's been alright. Graphically, it's definitely really good. I'm going to need to make a custom size for this, I think, as well. No. Damn it. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Yes, I am. But yeah, I'd say Cyberpunk.
It's like, don't everybody argue all at once.
No, I know I am. No qualms with it at all. Sometimes I'm not thinking straight. Too many things on the brain. Alright, let's try that again. I was thinking I should do it here. But that would make no sense.
Just like No Man's Sky, where nothing makes sense.
Absolutely. Sometimes get these to line up, other times not so much. Alright, so let's try this again. First, that needs to be upside down, and we need to go larger Alright, we'll go full scale, see what we get first, and then we'll... Alright, so if that goes upside down, we just put it off into the air, then we're good. Alright. That's going to be way too big. Alright. Something tells me it's going to be a custom size. Means I need to do that ahead of time based on whatever we're going to use. Okay, so that's going to be here. Oh, damn it. Ah, shit. I'm always afraid I'm going to delete something when I do that. Everything looks like it's there. The last thing I need is that to happen. Alright, now remove you. Here-ish. And I have to figure out how to hide that disc. That's never fun. I would actually have to come down.
Unless you incorporate it into the side somehow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I'd have to do. Alright, now it would have to come out a little bit.
I still think that look good with the training band on the chopsticks. You're not going to go with the wok?
I don't know yet. Probably not the wok necessarily. I think more of a like a bowl, or you know, of some sort. But I'll try a few different things, you know. Whatever one looks the best. Yeah, see, I'd have to move that down. See, this would be a perfect opportunity for the move. But...
Yes. I've had so many instances of that today while I was building here. I was like, oh, if I had someone to move that, then I could just do that. Or if I want to put this in there now, and I have to delete half the thing that I just built to put one more thing inside it. And I was like, if I had one person here, they could have just lifted that up and put it in there, they could have dropped it. I do like the 3D effect on the sides too when you do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's been my latest fun with these, trying to create something different, you know, is, oh, hey, after I did the ship, I'm like, oh, I could do more like that. But now I'm kind of regretting it.
Save all that really creative stuff for the art gallery.
gonna
Do
try
some
and
really cool 3D posters and stuff.
well, I'm hoping that I can, you know, practice some of this here. It's too big. Alright, how do I... Gonna pop up the bottom, but yeah, and the top there. It's gonna be custom sizing, and I want to go too large with the. Oh, we'll try another item as well, just for hardy RRs too. No.
The oil burner, maybe.
It doesn't go too large. No. There we go. Alright, that's a problem, oh, that ring, isn't it? How do I incorporate that? Well, first let's start with, we're going to have some issues collision bubble wise, I already know.
It's fading well through. It really as small as you go. No? What? This wire isn't all the way down. Fooled myself. Oh my god, yeah, there's a shrunken wire. That must be all the way shrunk. Nope. There we go. I thought you looked too big.
Well, for starters, let's get rid of all that. Not as in as I would like it, though. Yeah. see what we can do with it. May work, may not.
Accidentally moved apart, and now I can't get it back to where it was. Ooh, no, this isn't too. Oh, it was perfect. I'm gonna have to do the mushrooms again.
Okay, so what if I put that up there, move that. So if I go the other direction, and then alter this to say here. Yeah. Problem here is that ring, well, it's one of the multitude of problems, but
It doesn't look bad.
no, I mean, again, you know, it's just a quick throw up right now. It's a little.
You could always shrink down short wall and frame the poster all the way around. Or yeah, maybe an illuminated sign.
But that's still.
I'd shrink down a short wall because it would just, it's about that thick. And
Yeah, I
just
could
put a
do
short
that,
wall
yeah.
against it, and then you could put that illuminated sign on that, so it's got
Yeah.
like a little ledge
Yeah, kind of like I
on
did
that.
with some of this stuff here, only a
Mm.
cabinet or, yeah, something like that, yeah.
Or see how a shrunken piece of supply pipe does look through the ring, like going into the jellyfish. You'd be able to place it just on the jellyfish and then straight up through the ring to somewhere, I guess. Oh, you'd probably need a box or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to put a box on the bottom of the ring and then pull the supply pipe from the jellyfish to the top of the box and then delete the box, and it would look like chopsticks sticking through the ring and into the... That looks cool though, if it's sticking out the end there. Make a good witch's cauldron or something. Halloween's just around the corner. I haven't even started my build. I'll be back in a moment.
Mm-hmm. Have to shrink those down a little. I miss the old supply pipe, I gotta be honest. It was one of my favorites. But still, you know, to make that accurate, can't really shrink that down. We could do, you know, something like this. You shrink it down, then we're in the same sort of predicament. But that, we could do that. Maybe something like that. Sticks out a little way too far.
Alright, I'm back.
There we go, something like that. That's still. I could keep it the same color, but wish that didn't have the frickin' collision bubble it does.
Don't forget to save.
Oh yeah, saving.
Yes, I haven't saved in ages, I just realised that. That would not have been fun, I would have to do that whole archway again. Which I kind of want to do, because this side is way too fat right there. What happened there? Oh, I put an extra one in. And the bloody cave creepers, so you know I'm not moving it. It'll be like, oh, do you like everything on that table next to it, and the rest of the plants around it? Just pick me up, I'm taking them with me. You know, Who's coming with me, man? Jam! Yeah. It's gonna cover everything. That's not too bad.
See, it sticks out way too far. That's the one thing about that. Even that's kind of a no. What to put there? The sound is ridiculous. I'm getting like the worst sound ever from the game lately.
Really? Are you sure? You want to hear the worst sound ever?
Just like
Yeah, no, it
horrible.
I've noticed my my PS5's even overheating a little bit lately, just from No Man's Sky. It could just be long spouts of building, I guess.
That's where that needs to be. That's ridiculous. Alright. There has to be a better way. I can't tilt it in because then we lose the wriggly part.
Fuck, that's a trickier one, because you go horizontal. I want to put a Leviathan on a kebab stick as well. There you go. Be careful. Don't get eaten.
Oh, that sticker.
Where's that light not coming up out here? There you go. Oh, it's actually really cold tonight too. I wonder if he's in here somewhere. I'm still checking all the corners and like under couches and behind dresses and things. Better not be under the bed.
Yeah, the sound in this game is like it can't handle something. It's really freaking... Alright, I'm gonna save and then do a reload. Could be my headset. I could be getting something from somewhere else.
No, I nearly got deafened because my headset's got this superhuman hearing mode or whatever it says it is. And I had this like sound glitch right as I bumped that, and it was just like superhuman hearing on. I was like, ah.
Well, that's a problem with wireless stuff, you know, if there's any interference around.
No, Jackson, we live out here now. You can't go in there.
All right.
I don't even know where. I think it's in the shed. I'll have to go get out to the shed in the dark to get the snake catching kit. Look through the freaking my bedroom.
It's kind of there. Kind of, sort of, not really.
It's pretty bloody close.
It's close. Got a little bit of a dark, weird shadow, but that's just the current lighting.
Would it take a decal?
The pot takes part of a decal. That's part of the problem. The other thing is, I think I got too much of a gap.
Just like maybe just a strip of color like that, like a one or the border thing to break up the...
Yeah. Or, I mean, sizing stuff. There's some, stuff I could try to make, fit the poster to the backboard a little bit better. Change the backboard. Doesn't necessarily have to be the wall panel, but I think the wall panel has a bit of phasing. I could remove the walls, come in from behind it.
Could strip the whole building away and just start from scratch.
No bloody way that's happening.
I think that looks pretty good. Looking pretty good.
I mean, we could do something like that with another element.
Yeah, that's the way I was picturing, like
more of a frame,
flat against the wall,
yeah.
Sticking out from the wall. Like if you wire glitched it onto the wall, the top of the short wall would be facing out. So that should cover the ring.
Yeah, it does, but then there's another, like everything else, and there's another issue. And then that's going to merge back into the other side as well. So I gotta think about that.
Not if you shrink it down to the, like a wire down to
yeah,
the
but if
size.
I shrink it down, then it's
no, it doesn't stick out.
Doesn't cover, yeah. So if I do maybe something like this.
Well, that pretty much covered it totally straight away.
And then, yeah, but see, then I'd have to build that within that.
It like fits perfectly.
That's going to be way too long. Yeah, it's going to come down way too far. If I can even get it to snap there. Yeah, and that goes all the way down in it.
You could always just have just the one on the top.
I could.
You're correct. Maybe the two illuminated signs either side of it.
Like I had there, yeah, maybe. What about shrinking that down.
Right, back to my build now. Don't need you anymore. Or did I? No.
But at a smaller scale, maybe? No. Alright. Trying to figure this stuff out can always be interesting. No, but that's a thought. Another idea. Yeah, ooh. Plus I can do that too. Alright, no. No. Raga. Yeah, see, that's the problem, is that little disc. Crazy what's going on.
What about, like, just framing it up with spark plug or something?
Yeah, I was thinking that, but I don't know if that's gonna... Yeah, seeing a little bit of it sticks. It's too bulky at that point, you know what I mean? It's like a little too chunky. Yeah, too chunky. Like it pokes out too much.
What about, like, what if you intentionally had something sticking out? Like, if you did an aerial that went over it, sticking out from the wall, you know, towards the way you're looking.
That's not horrible. Again, if we could change the color of that, that would be much better.
One phased in, one sticking out. That looks alright. And you can recolor the inner bit of that, can't you?
I think so, yeah.
Archer.
It's too bulky again. Here we go. That's probably the way to do it. Maybe a dual. Just sticks out way too far on the bottom, but
don't really even need anything at the bottom. Have it just like suspended from the top. You could bring a pole across or something across into the wall next to it.
Yeah, it's just where that tends to poke through. That's the problem.
No, Archie, you can't go in there, I'm sorry. No.
Because if I put it where it should be, which is like right back there, then...
Sit there. Sit on the cushion.
Yeah, no. Getting frustrated. It's like...
It looks good. It's looking good. I don't know why you're getting frustrated. It's looking good. You're getting there. You'll find it. I'd be looking to do it like cross beam. Like something that's either just coming out from the top like a ledge or something coming from that wall next to it across holding the sign up to cover it.
Yeah, I was thinking about shrinking down...
Like the dual pronged aerial or something.
Thinking about shrinking these down, but...
Oh. What about a heater? Heater's small.
Hmm. That's not really hiding anything. I mean, it's hiding it from the front. It's not really doing what... Nay.
No, you can't go in there.
Alright, what am I going to do with that? How do I cover that? And then I think it needs to come out, though. Could cover the top of that. It's a little better.
Get a full screen so I can get a better look. Back and loading. Of course this one's a different angle. Why is it? Why wouldn't it be the same here? Why couldn't it just be place? No, it's got to be adjust.
And that's going to change because of the wire.
Take that.
I mean, it's not horrible. It needs, those need to go back or something. It's
Oh,
not.
sorry. I was talking about my yours just started loading, so I'm going to be so far behind now. So I can fast forward.
See, that needs to get pushed back on those. I like the idea, but
that looks awesome from here.
you know how it is. It's like,
I really like the extra animation from the tentacles there.
I'm gonna mess with it a little bit more, but something like that. And that's giving me an idea for another thing, but.
Now that's a ramen bar. I'll have your finest intergalactic ramen. A couple of plates and cups and something on the plates, and this table is done.
Alright, I think for now we could probably just say, okay, let's leave this let it do what it's going to do. I'll ruminate on it for a little bit. I need to change that upper bit. That's giving me an idea for a whole other thing. Hey, Keys, how you doing? That needs to be pushed back, honestly.
Yes, thank you for letting me get the one underneath.
Yeah, something's making crazy noises. It's just sounding like static. That's driving me nuts. No, it's... Alright. It's an idea in the making right there. It's not perfect. It's an idea in the making. Alright, we're saved. I'm going to quit out of here for now. Let's go over... Oh, you know what? Actually, before we do that, let's go do the weekend mission. But yeah, here it's like all...
Don't go to, as I said earlier, don't go to the planet they send you to. Go to the grassy one or the moon.
Okay.
Otherwise you'll be there forever.
I don't want to...
47 creatures.
Oh. Not paying attention is what's going on there.
Have you renewed your license?
I haven't.
Or have you gone to Specsavers? You need to do that. I'm not looking forward to going to bed.
It's the beginning of my day.
It is 1:41 and it's the start of my work week, and there's possible like meter plus long steak somewhere in my room.
Yeah, that in itself
just
is
shed
no
his
thank
skin,
you.
so he's vulnerable and even more dangerous if he's venomous.
Oh, before we do that, let's see where we are on our percentages. And we are... Oh, please. Alright, tell me this isn't timed. Like...
It's of course it's
yeah.
timed.
I mean, October 7th.
The variation in time, so how long it takes to unlock things, like...
Yeah.
What percentage is it at?
We're at 85% right now.
Alright, it was at 79% yesterday.
So 6%.
Around about this time.
So what I'm thinking here is that obviously when all these are done, we'll see 4.0.
Mm-hmm.
That would be my guess. Animalistic appetites. Alright, we're gonna go Johnny Appleseed this place with food. So I don't have to go there to, like, start it, right?
I don't know. I did land there, and then I
Alright, then you went
realized
somewhere
I
else.
fed 2 creatures, and then realized that the other half of the creatures were you couldn't feed them. So I went, screw this, went straight to the grassy planet.
Alright. Unfortunately, I gotta do this bit.
But I'm pretty sure as long as you've started the mission and you're in the system, you can land on any planet and feed the creatures.
Oh, hey.
Robot companion. We'll try him.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a nice planet, though. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I dig this one. Got the bioluminescent sort of stuff, and
yeah, all the glowing grass. The radioactive planets can actually be quite nice sometimes. The different kind of glowy planet.
I am not seeing crud for critters anywhere.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely go to the other planet.
I feel like I should feed one
really
here.
Good as well, but I went to the they're little tiny blob dudes too. They're like really small, or the big like
There's underground.
pineapple guy.
I got some underground stuff, but I don't think I can feed those.
You should at least see a red dot.
And you can't feed the fish, right?
Scan. No.
No feeding the fishes. The fish. And you probably can't feed the burrowing creatures. Don't seem to be interested in the food either. No, they don't care.
Yeah,
they could care less.
Ones are gone.
They could care less. They're like, yeah, nah.
If you bring up your scanner and just run towards a red dot.
There we go, there's one. Well, probably a burrowing creature with my luck right now. Oh, no, it's a pineapple. Pineapple. Alright, once I get that cat rolling and get him fed, get a 1 of 39. Oof. Come on, eat. Manja, manja. There we go. Alright, now we'll head off to a different planet, because there is not much on this one. It says fauna dense, but
yeah. Fauna dense that you cannot feed.
I'm going to disagree with that a little bit. It's more sparse.
That's not too bad.
But a cool looking planet.
He's not going to rotate that way, is he?
Tonight, hopefully I'll get a little stronger on Cyberpunk. I'm getting there. That one mission, those 2 missions, man, I was way underpowered for it. That one specifically, I was like, oh, 2 shots, blam, blam, I'm dead. Like, no. Like, can't even be... Oh, wow, that's new.
Like when you walk into an area, and you're like, oh, somewhere new to explore, I haven't been here before, and then the weakest enemy, oh, look, a skeleton, dish, stabs you, one hit dead. I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Alright, you said there was a grassy planet here?
There's a grassy planet, and said she went to one there, that was really good.
Alright, I've got Moon, Dusty, and Rainy.
Might have been the rainy planet, but I thought
I'll try Dusty
it
Moon.
grassy.
Try the Dusty Moon. It's closer. Jose, what is going on? Hanging in there. Check engine light came on the car the other day. I gotta look into that. I think it's just an oil change though. I don't think it is major. Right on, right on. Yeah, next week I'm going to the optometrist. Because I think I'm about to make another change in life. Yeah, that's why I love the Honda. It's, you know, the Japanese Volkswagen Beetle, basically. Older Hondas. Newer Hondas, not so much. Like all new cars, it's, you know, mostly computer and wires becoming less and less. And now, you know, with the new EVs, it's going to be all electric. It'll be very little mechanical. Incoming storm? This is a cool planet.
Yes,
It's got
that works
lots of great.
way better than the robot companion does. It does what the robot companion used to do. The
Which
new
is
pirate flag. The flag.
Oh.
I used to always use the robot companion because it had the circular placement, like when you rotated it, it goes in a big circle instead. You used to be able to like shrink it down and blend it, use it to put things inside things after the fact, like,
Yeah.
instead of having to have someone pick them up and move it. But it doesn't do it anymore, it keeps changing its rotation when you move it and stuff. It's weird and stupid and doesn't work anymore. And then I thought, wait a minute, the pirate flag has it. I remember when I was trying to use the flags to make wings for the dragonfly. It has the big circular rotation, so it just used that and did exactly what I wanted to do. First go. That's awesome. Do I want one on each plate?
Hey Boyd, what's going on? Will, hey, welcome. Yeah, that's what I mean, Jose. I gotta get back into tattooing. But yeah, I don't think I'm cut out for corporate jobs. Different mentality.
The piranhas.
It just, yeah, you know, it's not a very pleasant environment.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Oh, a little face through there, I didn't see it. Damn. I'm going to move the plates further back. Can we get them? Yeah. Yeah. So a little further.
I'm almost there. 33 of 39. We're pretty close. If I just keep looking around, throwing out pellets, we'll get there.
You get pellets, you get
You get
pellets, you
pellets.
get pellets. Everybody gets pellets.
But yeah, there's plenty of critters on this planet. The dusty ones. One more. One more. There it is.
It's going to be so much better. Oh, my new favorite friend.
Will Badger on a Honda, it does. The Honda I have, it's a B1 code. I looked it up. It actually gives you a percentage on your oil. But yes, you are correct. It's a maintenance light. It's not check engine. It's a wrench, which I believe is the maintenance light on the Honda. I misspoke on that part. I apologize. But yeah, I believe it's just the oil. And I do have the other interesting that just popped up. It's an older Honda. It's got a digital style dash, and the temperature gauge decided to start acting wacky. So I'll start the car. It's not even warm yet. All of a sudden, it just like flies into overheat, and then I push on the dash in that area, and it goes down to where it should be. So it's the gauge, or there's a wire loose or something. I checked the coolant and everything. That's fine. Thankfully, I grew up in a garage with one of my best friends in high school. His father owned a garage that fixed a lot of foreign sports cars, Italian sports cars, things like that.
Nice.
I got very lucky to be around a lot of really expensive, amazing cars.
Yeah,
I learned some stuff along the way.
Motorbikes.
I did that as well.
Triumphs.
Oh yeah, love that. All the Brit bikes are my faves. And, when I was riding, I rode BMW. Bimmers.
The fancy ones, eh?
I love my Bimmer. I had a 1962 R50/2 that got redone, and then I unfortunately sold that in order to ride with my friends who were riding newer bikes and going on longer rides, which, I'm sorry, but a 500cc basically. Keeping up with my friends on the highway and the size was not about to happen. So I sold that and got a BMW R1150R in 2004, and had that for a few years, and then life. Other car broke down, needed something more reliable, sold the bike to get a car.
Cool.
Ended up getting my Audi, I think, off of that.
I went to delete a little box I had on the floor, and I almost deleted the short-range teleport that's under the floor because there's a little tiny piece of it sticking out. So,
Ooh.
it's lucky. Okay. That's a save.
Let's go get our loot. Nothing we really want to buy with it, but we'll do a check on the Quicksilver again to see if there's something missing that I want. I mean, I do need to buy the posters, even though I currently have use of them, but...
Remember, you can steal them all. Quicksilver shop too.
What do you mean?
So, if
Oh,
you,
the reload thing?
Yeah, just buy everything you want, then reload.
Reload,
and
yeah.
then just go back and grab it. Because it unlocks it for all your other characters, and that way you get your Quicksilver back.
Right. No, I'm just talking, because I was left them on my city build, my Gaming Old Dude, and I have access and use of them, but if I have to move it and put it back, and then it's in my,
Can you
Now it's
copy them, or are you
well,
limited to
I
one that he
can't.
gave you?
So the way it works is, and like you know how you when you choose a contextual part and you can't copy it. So what you do is you move it, cancel the move, then hit your square button. Now you have access to it and you can continue to build with it. Much like the same way when you move a contextual part, and then cancel the move, hit your square button. Now you have use of that contextual part. So you don't have to go into the menu.
Oh, I didn't even know that. There you go.
To grab it. Yeah, so, and same like
It's like I
on the
only just
blimp.
learnt the new way to color glitch
Oh
instead
yeah,
of
me too, with the
going
sticker.
through the menu.
Yeah.
I was like, really? All I had to do was that?
Yeah, same. And I can use different colors on everything I want.
Yeah, it's much more convenient.
Yeah. Alright, so I should
Don't have to
have...
delete the part, then go into the menu, pick it, go to like alloy, then pick the alloy color, then go back to it, then build it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that was just Jackson snoring. Don't make hissing noises.
Alright, is there anything that I want that I currently don't have? I mean, more decals and a different coloration might be cool. Like, I should probably buy the rest of the Worm Hunt. Well, that seemed like ultra repetitive to me. Why not just give us this one and then color change it, you know?
They got different amount of worms on each one.
Yeah, I know. The offset sales I should probably get.
Oh, all the sales are good, yeah.
Yeah, I should probably.
They got heaps of
1,500
uses.
right there. That's half of my Quicksilver.
Yeah, but you just grab it all, then reload.
Yeah, I
And go back
know.
and who cares? You've done you've done the
I
grind
have
a
done the
billion
grind.
times
Yeah,
over.
true.
Take advantage of the things that are there.
I wish this was a sticker. The tasty banner.
Yeah, I wish all the banners were
I
stickers
know.
or posters or something, because it was like, what a waste.
I know. There's some really great ones. I know I purchased a bunch of heads before that I should have available, and they are not, and it is bumming me out. I do want this helmet. I do want that one too. Alright. So, I just landed, I grabbed the Quicksilver, and then I just reload my autosave, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright.
And then it'll just load you back into the Nexus. You just run back up to the shop, and then you can claim whatever you just bought. It'll just be available.
Alright, well, there's a lot of Quicksilver. Let's try it with something small first. Just in case. Go back up, we'll get a sale.
I can't believe you got building items in there that haven't been unlocked.
Yeah, there's a couple. Because I haven't really wanted to use them or haven't thought about using them. Let's go with this one. It's got a little satellite on it, and then we'll get that. Alright, so grab it. Back out. Reload autosave. I mean, I think EVs would be really cool. Kind of going back to that subject there. The possibilities for the interiors and everything. Actually make things look more future-y. I mean, they do it in all their concept cars, and they could do it normally. It's like, okay, we're at that point in technology where we should be able to do this sort of stuff, But it's just a question of big oil in a lot of ways. Like, oh shoot, like, no gas. Oh, okay, we'll raise the price of heating oil, so, to make up for it. Fucking bastards. And in my opinion, at this point in society, we shouldn't be paying for heat and electricity when it is controlled solely by,
At this point, we should be on
something
fully
else.
renewable
Yeah.
freaking energy source, and it should be free. Yes, definitely.
All
We've got
right.
a million renewable sources that we know that we just haven't invested in. Like, I mean, every coastal nation, Australia especially, could literally set up tidal generators and power their entire country just by the frickin' ocean currents and the waves.
Yeah.
I believe there is a country somewhere that, like, most of their power is literally from that.
Yeah, somewhere probably in like the Netherlands or
Yeah,
something
somewhere
like that.
like that.
Wherever all the underground thermal stuff is there.
And you've also got, yeah, thermal heat, thermal
Yeah, because
power.
I think it's like Iceland, Norway, something like that, where it's like super cold. But there's a lot of thermal stuff close, and there's like pools that people go in and whatnot, natural hot springs, that kind of thing. But they use a percentage of that for. But yes, it is possible at this point. But then a bunch of people would stop making a bunch of money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta keep that 1% happy. Or that
Okay,
point
so
1 of a 1% happy.
yeah. So now I would save, so collect everything, then re-auto save, right? Because every time I have to go up and collect it again. So now if I were to
Yeah,
re-auto
so
save,
you've already
yeah,
collected
so
it
I
again,
collect
yeah?
3. Now I make a new auto save. See, my brain's working a little bit. Now I should be able to get the other thing and then reload that one. Now I should have those saved, instead of reloading the previous save.
Hmm. Yeah, so just spend all your Quicksilver on everything you need right now, then reload, then go unlock it all, save,
Save, yeah,
and then
keep
do it
doing it,
again
yeah.
until you've got everything.
Well, I'm gonna get that helmet then. I need the Gek one. And you can only wear the first spawn if you're a Gek, right?
You can't even wear it if you're a Gek.
Really? The first
You can
spawn in
only
Battle
wear
Mouse
it if
doesn't
you're
work?
anomaly.
Oh, if you're
Only if you're
anomaly.
an anomalous character is the
Uh,
only one that can wear those helmets. And I think most of the heads as well, you have to be the anomaly.
that's kind of cruddy.
Oh, yeah, it is super cruddy because I predominantly play as a Gek, and I'm like, oh, sweet, golden Gek helmet. And then I was like, oh, you can't wear it if you're a Gek.
Mm,
Firstborn battle helmet, nope.
no.
You can be like the biggest Gek out of all the Geks, that's why he gets the helmet, I guess. He is the supreme tallest.
Enormous.
Yeah, I think PC people can just
Still do
do
that,
it.
yeah, but there was a bug for a while that was,
I was in the anomaly there. Yeah, I think it
yeah,
was a VR one. If you're in VR,
yeah,
it made you massive.
huge.
Yeah, there was one in the anomaly not too long ago where I was like the size of his foot, sort of thing. He's just 2 giant feet. I kept thinking of Monty Python.
And welcome everybody. Thanks for stopping in. I'm seeing some numbers there. What are y'all doing today? How you doing?
Yeah, I haven't looked at chat for ages. It's been on full screen. Not that it ever loads for me. It always says timed out.
All right, hold on.
Especially with both the doors closed. He ain't slithering in here, man.
I don't know how. Like that's the one thing. And you're in what, Australia or New Zealand? I forget.
Yeah,
Australia,
Australia.
yeah. So
And it's like it's a big, I just, so, I've got a little dog, a little miniature foxy, and he walks in, and he's got this little tag thing sticking out of his mouth. I'm like, what's that? I grab it and immediately recognize the texture. I'm like, that's a, like, piece of freshly shed snake skin. Walk in my room, and there's just this like a meter plus long snake skin, freshly
Ooh,
shed, just sitting in the middle of my floor right next to my bed, and I'm just like, and like Arch has chewed a little bit of the tail off of it, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, and I was like looking at it, and like he could eat you, and he's somewhere in there. And I'm really hoping Archer like brought it in from outside, but it didn't really look like it. It looked like it was just like freshly shed, and he's like just slithered under the bed or something. But it's brown, but it does have the crosses on it, so it might be python, but it's most deadly. So
yeah, no
and
thanks.
they are around here. We got most of them here in this part of Queensland. We've got the coral snakes, which are just deadly as. Then we've got the red belly black and the king brown.
No, no.
Some viper thingy, whatever it is. And that rock snake, that's deadly as too. That little rock thing.
Yeah, I had this one. I know for a
But we
fact I
also got
did.
a lot of carpet
And that one.
snakes, so hopefully it's just a carpet snake. But I really don't feel like lying in bed and having this
Wondering, yeah.
cold thing slither onto me or something. Wake up with it curled up in the pillow next to me. Good morning. And I'm mostly concerned about Archer. I remember when I was growing up as a kid, one of the neighbours that we had, their little dog got eaten by a snake.
Ooh.
The husband didn't have the heart to tell her, he just told her it ran away, but we seen him when he found it. Like, found this
Hey, boy.
massive snake, and we helped him get rid of it, and he's like, see that giant lump in the middle of it? I'd say that's probably the chihuahua that you are missing. Collectible received. Collectible received. Collectible received.
How many years have I played this game? Like, I feel bad, but at the same time, I'm like, not really.
No, take advantage, my friend. When I first played, my first playthrough was, I spent the first couple of 100 hours, I was building stasis devices and farms for stasis devices and whatnot. Did all the quest lines and everything legit. And then when it came to starting my second save, because I'd hit the construction limit, it was just like, dupe me up, boys. Give me everything. I want enough to unlock every single building part. I want the S-class modules for nanites. I just want to, just as soon as I can get my character off the ground, give me everything, and I can just start building straight away.
Yeah. It's that tear between things. It's like, yes, I could do this all over again, or for the
Well, we're
however
up in the
many.
thousands of hours now,
Yeah. Oh
so
yeah. Yeah.
it's warranted. We're saving hundreds of hours by duping and taking advantage of things like this. Like, I predominantly build in normal, and I haven't needed, ever since everything glitch gives you the resources back, I haven't needed to go hunting for resources or anything for a long time. I still do occasionally for things, and the solo dupe methods now that are available are just too convenient. I could go in my ship and go shoot some trees, or I could place like 5 or 6
Excuse me.
refiners on the same spot and do what I've got, which is quicker. It's like a 1 minute or 5-10 minutes flying around.
Alright, I think we've
And
done
I'll
plenty of
go
that.
straight back to building. Just got rolled, mate.
Alright, we are back. Now, let's see if that sticker returns on the airship. Now that I've been doing stuff.
Now I've got to fill this little gap in between here, and then this wall here, and this little spot next to the door. That's going to get like a plant or a statue or something. Maybe a bubbler. I might do a bubbler. A little water bubbler.
Yeah. So I wish, you know, we had more size variant, like make it really teeny, you know.
Yeah.
Really, really, really large.
That's what me and Jules were talking about the other night. He said exactly what I said just before. You should be able to shrink it all the way, then pick it up again, and then shrink it again.
Yeah.
Like at least give us that, so you can get
multi-shrink.
2 times. Yeah. 2 times down, 2 times up. That would be good. Like obviously, though, you would have to put a limit on it. There's a reason there's a limit on it.
Yeah.
So I just resized a large prefab 100 times
to the size of a planet. Yeah. What do they call that? It's like an energy thing when you go around a star to collect its energy. There's a name for that structure. I can't think of what it is at the moment.
Oh, there is too. Oh.
You know, well, the sticker's still there.
Damn you.
I know, right?
Oh, I know it too.
Dyson sphere.
Yeah. Possibly, yes.
That's what Keys is saying. Yeah, that's not horrible. It needs more and needs to be kind of thought out a little bit further, but
make a structure in space thing.
That needs to go further back, enlarge. I need to remove those 2 walls. Yep, it needs to come further back. Need to remove the walls and then make structures behind that.
No, you don't.
There's one on Star Trek. Alright, yeah, Dyson sphere. Well, how that managed to stay there is beyond me. And we'll reload and we'll lose it. Alright, let's save here. And this is crying out for something. I just don't know what. This section here, this kind of needs something going on here with that.
Bridge there, or?
Well, that too, the lower portion. Alright, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring around the rest of the silos there. And it is Sunday, so I don't have any music rolling.
Silent Sundays.
Silent Sunday, yeah. But hopefully tomorrow we'll have some rolling.
It's a day for quiet contemplation.
Well, it's a day my roommate is sleeping until 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So I try to be aware of that.
At this point, I'm like looking at the couch and going, it wouldn't be too bad to sleep on the couch tonight.
Yeah, see, like, you're gonna have to search every corner of your room before you go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Behind each dresser, under the bed.
In the
Archie's
drawers.
nook. Oh, your nook. That's probably where he would have gone to. There's like a little recessed shelf in the wall, but it's like at floor height. And Archer's got his bed and stuff in there. It's like his own little cave, his little room. That's where I'd go. Be nice and warm and dark.
Hmm.
Literally a little cave.
So yeah, those of you just joining. So Shin here in chat lives in Australia, pretty much where most of the most dangerous and venomous animals reside, and would like to kill you or eat you for snack. And his dog brought a piece of molted skin. Ah, damn it.
Yes. Took it out of his mouth and went, oh, that's a bit of snake skin. Where'd you get that from? Took one step into my room and the giant snake skin across the floor and got freshly shed. Not what I wanted before bed.
No. Yeah, this is not a fun task. But I think is necessary. I just wish I could cover that number
some
sticker.
Of those tedious, repetitive glitch cycles are quite necessary, but a bit, exactly that tedious sometimes.
And I just wish that
it's like, oh, that would look amazing. Oh, crap, you mean I gotta do it 32 more times, or like 31 more times? A full circle of it? Oh.
And this never likes to go.
I had looked away and I looked back and I somehow thought you were snapping silos then. I was like, what? The silos snap to things now?
No. I wish.
At one point they used to snap to floor tiles.
Yeah, and that's another thing I miss is prefab rooms.
And batteries used to snap to floor tiles panels, like they do prefabs, yeah.
Yo, Atlas, what's up? Yeah, and how the prefabs used to snap to a floor.
Mm.
You could line up your round room.
Being able to line up the biodome as well.
I wish they'd bring that back. That's the thing. It's like, you have snapper free placement. Like, just put that for all of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'd like the variations of the pipes, please. Hello Games.
Oh yeah, I know no.
Give us the variations of the pipes.
Hello Games does not watch me.
Yeah, they do.
No, they do not.
Someone on the team watches you. They're watching right now. They're going, yeah, they do. they're reenacting that
There's so many
DiCaprio meme
freaking.
right now. Yeah. Pointing at the TV, at the screen, going, "Yeah, I do."
Alright, let's see here. Excuse me.
And the parts counter still, that drives me insane. Why? It's obviously counting. Give it to me from the start.
I know.
How could they miss that repeatedly? It's intentional. There's someone on the build team that was like partially responsible or primarily responsible for the building. Maybe not primarily, because someone intentionally built in glitch building into the new update because they had to at that point. But I think there's someone that's like, goddamn glitch builders, you're always creating so much work for me by creating new glitches with the glitches that you're doing. And putting stress on the poor game I've spent all this time creating. So I reckon every couple of updates is like, you know what? I'm gonna make the wire delete when you delete the wire. That'll fuck all the glitch builders for a while. There's like some of them are just too. Come on, bullshit. This you just added 4 steps or something that everyone does or something like that. It's just like you got to come up with a workaround now.
I know. Ah, shoot. You know what I wasn't doing? I wasn't paying attention to this.
Oh, these things keep going out. What's the time? 2:30.
Alright, I should probably do one of those save things.
Yes.
Probably not a bad idea.
Good idea, actually.
Ah.
Don't have to do those jellyfish again.
No, I'm not annoying you. What up, Marcus? Sorry, bro. Sorry. Thank you, bro. Hey, Devante. No, sorry, people. People are coming in and coming out too quick, and I keep seeing the counter changing randomly and rapidly in chunks. But we got that so far. We haven't reloaded yet. We're getting there. We're getting something. I don't know what the hell it is, but...
Oh, nice. He did exactly what I asked him to. Awesome. Peter just sent me photos of where he just moved the short-range teleports.
Oh, nice.
To. He even put them on a little wooden platform this time for me on the beach. So now there's a short-range teleport going directly from my museum to Tim's museum.
Oh, nice.
From one side of the planet to the other. It's pretty good. Well, it's a stop in between. You go to Peter's base.
Yeah, I got to get rolling on that. I don't know if I'm going to start it on stream because it's going to be a lot of frustration until I get going.
It's just placing that first couple of foundation pieces, finding your center, and
yeah. Well, for me, it's
you'll
I'm better off like I'm just quiet, listening to my music and doing my thing, get it going, and then at least have something to start on stream instead of the whole like start, delete everything, start, delete everything, start, reload, you delete.
got like 90% of a structure. Yeah, it looks okay. But you know what would look better? Delete.
But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. I mean, it's been, I had to shove a couple of the monitors in there somehow. It's not bad. I probably could have done it better if I had planned out maybe hiding the, putting the screen. Either way, the screen still stuck out and there was issues and, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take this half a minute here to myself. And you know, actually, Gaming Old Dude came in and helped me out a bit on some of it. Moved a monitor, you know, and then I would noodle some stuff, and then it just, because once you get up into these weirdo angles, and you move apart, it everything gets crazy, you know. And let me just get a little bit closer for you. But you know, it just, because everything's at an angle, then you're twisting around to another angle to, you know, to follow, but you know, and then how that piece snaps or floats in place. Everything becomes a challenge. Because there's so much manual manipulation in this that.
Yeah, with the micro builds, it starts getting can be a bit of a nightmare sometimes. And then you're doing something on this scale.
And I still got to put some bracketry in here. I mean, this is not, right now it's floating. I mean, nobody's ever going to really notice, but I know it's floating.
It looks connected. There's bits connected. There's little bits here and there that are phasing in.
Yeah. You know, and then here, just to add some wire.
Carrying all the wires and stuff that are powering it.
You know, a little hodgepodge. Last thing I really got to do is, you know, kind of close this end up somehow. And I'm kind of trying to figure out how to go about it. A couple ideas I have, but.
What if you literally just shrunk a circular prefab room to the size of the gap?
Yeah, it probably could. And then decorate that. Let me see that. That's that's actually not a bad idea. The only downside is my center point isn't flat. I thought it was. It is not. How it did not become flat.
Is that
there's a center wire.
You got there.
Yeah, this is flat.
Yeah,
but it's not flat to the thing now.
Bring the floor in a bit and just do it straight off the side of the floor.
Yeah, I could angle it.
Just pull the wire across the side, the actual side plane of the floor to the center, and
or I could
snap it in place. Because that looks like that's center. Yeah, that floor looks like it's across the middle.
Oh yeah, it should be. I pulled it from the.
So you know what I mean, like plug the hole with it.
Yeah. I'd have to get the right size.
Well, you'd pull the wire across the side of it, not from the top.
Yeah, not from the top. Yeah. Actually, let me just do this.
I shouldn't be even attempting to tell you how to build. You one of the best builders in the game.
Please, I'm all right at what I do.
We all have our moments.
We are, exactly.
I do that sometimes. Like, what the fuck are you doing, you idiot? Pull the wire from here. Why are you pulling it from there? Like, why is it crooked? Because you did this.
And I need the right size anyway. This is way too big. All right.
You know the order. You know the order you should have placed something in, but you've placed the wrong part first, and you're trying to put the others into it, and you're coming up with all these stupid technical ways, and you know all you have to do is delete it,
One
put it
simple
so
thing.
It's a little bit higher, and then put the other things into it or whatever. But you're like, no, I can find a way without having to move it, because it's going to delete that one other part that'll take 2 seconds to place, but I'm going to spend the next half hour trying to avoid that.
How I get squiggly wires?
Baby.
Where? What part? I don't know what you're referring to.
Beat by beat.
Could be, yeah. The squiggly wires where?
Everywhere.
Like these? Up here? Those are from the uh, Lay's.
It almost looks like it's just a full size one. Is that just a
Yeah.
regular size? Yeah.
What the one I have in my hand now is shrunk down,
Okay.
but it needs to be slightly larger than that. Actually, what I could do.
That's sort of sinking in, isn't it? You could just do a wall down and place it
Yeah.
straight onto a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could finagle it. Isn't that a good word? I wish people used words like that still.
Fandangle it.
Finagle means to fiddle and adjust.
Am I missing a? No, I'm not. Okay. I was missing a wall for a second. Well, but you're tilted in here. Oh, that's right. Alright. We need to reload anyway. Okay. Reload. Boop. Yeah, those are just the wires coming from that other part. I wish we had a wire part. Just some wires that were doing some stuff.
Hmm. And like a thinner pipe, like
Hmm.
that's not the pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like I quite often use the spark plug or the gas cylinder to make copper piping because it looks more steampunky and cool, and just to do little random sections of pipe that go from, you know, out of this wall into that wall or
Right. A
something.
small, thin.
Yeah.
Now, there's kind of a way to do it. ER did a cool thing with it. And I've tried in a few things just using like what I use for the signage, the bottom part of the
Oh, that
trough.
roof. Oh
No,
yeah, in the trough.
yeah. Well, the
Oh
roof,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
you could
Use the
use for
legs.
wire. Yeah,
Just have the legs coming through for
yeah,
that look like pipes.
yeah.
Yeah.
I saw ER use it a lot in two of his builds, and I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. All right, what was I trying to do again? Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we tend to get fixated on specific parts for a while. You find a favorite part that you use for a lot of things, and
Yeah.
I've been trying to purposely look at other parts that are like, oh, you know what? I'd never use this. I'm going to use this for something, even if it's like just that 1 or 2% of it phasing out of this to
Right.
create that bump. I'm going to use that part, and it's good. It's finding some extra little things that I hadn't thought of, and
Oh, you're gonna be a
simple
nightmare.
things like the surfboard racks at my campsite. It's just a light spun around the other way, but put a capillary shell on it, boom, surfboard rack.
Come on. This is gonna not be fun. I can feel it. All right, you and you and you and you.
That's the thing with organically building something. You're always R&Ding on the fly.
Yeah. Basically.
How'd your build go tonight? I know 10 things that I'm not gonna do.
Yeah. Well, plus when you already have something built.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. You're like, you don't, like, it doesn't have a plan. Doesn't have, you just
Mm,
throwing parts and then, oh yeah, I'll try and build it like you. I'm gonna build a blimp, but you don't have a set blueprint to build it. You just
no.
build it as you're going along, and
Hope for the
yeah,
best.
do a whole bunch of little R&D bits as you go. And, yep, this will work. but now I've got to work out what's going to work into that to do this part.
Alright, now I need to create a sized wire.
Couldn't you have just brought the floor in by half?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. I think, just because I'm...
No, sometimes by eye is the way.
Sometimes.
That manual placement has come in very handy.
Wow, look at that. It's like crazy. The lighting effects. And I'd like to be able to see all my stuff again too when I have it green stated. That would be pleasant. My stomach just said, you need food.
This has made some progress. Oh, that looks good.
Alright, so we need to go larger than that. Am I even going to dig on that? Yeah, that might work actually. Change the color. Blah, blah, blah. Can I ask a building? But I don't need you to show me. Just a yes or no answer is fine. Is there a halfway easy to move just the thickness of a floor part, say, stacked on top of each other and not merged? Yeah, I believe there is. Trying to remember exactly what that is going to be the interesting part.
Sorry, I was reading a text from someone else. What was that?
So you want to go up a floor thickness. And I know, yeah, you could stack, but it merges. You are correct.
Double stack kind of works, but it's not perfect.
Try using posters for shims, but, you know, trying to get that straight and referenced would be a nightmare. That's a lot of manual hooey that you don't need. There used to be a way to do it.
Place a hydroponic tray down and then snap a floorboard on. It should be flush with the floor that you then. So if you put a hydroponic tray down on the center of a floorboard, then snap a floor onto the hydroponic tray, it'll be exactly up one floor. If that makes any sense. When you snap it onto it, it'll be the exact width of a floor higher.
Hopefully you heard all that. I don't think I could repeat it.
I can't get the chat to come up at all now.
But I know there was a way too with like a door and something. There's a way I used to do it back in, well, but again, the building mechanic has changed since, so.
Live chat, there it is. Actually, it's been a while since I've used that myself. Where's my little platform? I'll have a quick test run.
Alright, that's more like it. It's not centered in any way, but...
It's the little one, isn't it? Okay, that snaps. Big one snaps to there. Yeah, that still works. Yeah, that's raised up exactly the width of one floor. It'll just be, you've just got to, if you want to recenter it, you've just got to put a half floor a small floor on the side of it and then move the floor up or down one, depending. But yeah, snap a hydroponic tray onto a floor, which they just snap onto. I just found out they still snap, which is cool. Put a floorboard onto that, onto one of the connection points of it, and it'll be exactly moved up one floor. Tested and confirmed.
Alright, why does that look different that side there? Because we're not flat.
Oh, my PlayStation's revving up when I come in here now. Too much going on right there.
You know what? Yeah.
Let's save. Save.
Save. Save you fool.
Yeah, I still can't load the chat.
Oh.
Not with my Wi-Fi. And my almost dead phone.
You can bring that out a little bit.
It kind of looks cool with it like a little bit chunky, like a little
Yeah.
stubby.
I mean, I could bring it out a little bit, I think. Does fit though, at least.
You could also like cascade it by going from like a small one to a slightly bigger one to a.
Oh, all right, now you're just saying nonsense. You could resize a couple of wires, stack that onto there, find a way to merge those into the other ones.
It actually wouldn't be hard.
No, I know. I could do it with the wire. I just don't want to.
But that would look cool,
It would look neat, yeah.
It would complete that blimpy shape. Bring it to a smaller point.
I think I can move it though. I think that would be... Although I do have it pretty flush here. I'd have to move the wall. And because things don't snap, we do that. And then... Well, you know what I could do? I could flip...
Oh, I've still got those to delete.
Where's the flat part? Right here. If I do that... Let's see.
Oh, that's very pretty. Need something right there.
That's going to be too far out. So let's do a half floor. That's going to be not enough. Come on. I know you don't want to, but we got you there, but you're, yeah, that's alright. You're gonna get all weird. There it is. It's actually right around the same spot as that. Alright. I take you. No. Damn it. That needs to go lower. You're gonna get all wacky. Come on. Snap. Snap where I want you to snap. No. Yeah. Doesn't help I've got all this crud in there. Come on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave you for now, but I think we might not need you. Even though this is crooked, it doesn't matter, right? Because I'm just using it as a reference point. But that will at least give me a center. Which I could then... Alright, that needs to come down. Alright. Yeah, see now it's going to merge in funky, but if we have that... Oh, geez, I gotta know where that is. Alright. Now we're not as merged as we were. That's harder to see. Nope, it's going to go over. It's too merged. I'll probably have to come up a favor. Yeah, that's way too. Ah, idiot. Other way around. That first. Then that.
There we go. That looks better. looks like that one's way too far out.
Better back when I was doing it by hand. And of course, idiot me didn't save that version.
Always save before you do an adjustment.
I know I should have, but...
Looks okay, save, experiment. I do it all the time. Like I did it like literally as right as you joined chat. Reloaded and I was like, and I'm much further back than I thought I was. I'm actually only just a little bit further than that. Oh, caught back up. Still need something
That's crazy talk. No implications ever. At least if you're hopefully I didn't imply anything. Come on. You're gonna be a pain. Please don't be. I see ya. You're right. Alright, we'll start there. And...
takes up my paper. No, we don't need to be able to actually sit on those. Don't need the shrunken chair.
Alright, a little closer. I should just take this with the wire and flatten it right on there. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. After rehearsal, thanks for the stream. Thank you, Keys. Have fun. I gotta get up on and see your new stuff. In the center, that's actually kind of between those two areas right there. That's too far out. Unless we move it, then it is not. Right, a little further out.
Just totally spaced on what I was about to do. I just totally lost it. I was like, oh, what did I need this part for and where again? Oh yeah, so I need to check up here. What did I use for this one?
Oh, I gotta remember something though. I need to be able to get in there still. That's why I haven't totally closed that up, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright. Then we move it.
How small are you? Not very.
Damn you. Damn you.
You blew it up!
Alright, man, I noted it. I need to move that out of the way. It's always a nightmare right here. It's always going to be something. I had it perfect once. Now I'm flubbing it all over the
Oh,
place.
I hate that. When you have it perfect and then you're like, oh, but I can do better. No, it turns
No,
out that that was
no, you could.
perfect
Yeah.
and you couldn't go past perfect. That's why they call it perfect.
I was like, maybe if it comes out a little bit further. Right now it's a phasing thing. It's like I'm phasing too far into one side than I am in another. And I can't quite straighten it out. Be nice if I could get a nice flat line on that, but I don't seem to be able to. Yeah, something funky happened. My spacing's off. Gotta figure out, I need part of that, but not all of it, so it's always like that trick of, and I'm at a taper here, so, because I'm tapered, that's also gonna create fun stuff. Alright, so that goes there. That can go there, that. Come on. What I really need to do actually is probably work off the floor, but then I can't see the bottom. I mean, no matter what I do, I'm guessing. A lot of guesswork.
I still would probably have been going off the side of that original floor panel you had right in the middle.
Yeah.
And just like bringing it forwards and back with adjacency glitching or something to the depth.
And I think no matter what I do, I'm kind of kind of hurting here. Now this won't frickin' snack because it's upside down. I need to get another floor panel in there. I can't see what's going on. Alright. A little better. Alright, so now we have kind of our center, but we're not phasing. That's not horrible right there. Actually, that looks pretty darn good. How about on the other side? Dun, 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 dun. It's a crappy thing. I can't. Why don't you go straight? See, it's close, but it's not out enough. Now we're hidden, which is good, but we could stand to be. I could shim it. Ah. It's better if I just do it with the wire. It's guaranteed relatively flat. Gonna be doing some Cyberpunk again tonight for all you people who are interested in that. It's been fun. More fun watching me mess up and fumble around, but Sisters with a move, yeah, I did, didn't I? I'm almost positive I did. Yeah, see.
I hate that when you get extra resources pop up. You're like, that did not cost 100 and something carbon a moment ago.
Alright, better, but not, because we're still... Still, you know, we need to be like right here-ish. I need to figure out how to get that. Alright, so let's copy that. Today's Sunday, right?
Yes. Well,
That's
3 a.m. Monday morning for me.
And hopefully I haven't been deleting anything as I've been, you know, screen's still there, that's all there, okay. So during all of that whole
No.
thing, I managed to delete all of this.
Yeah. Reload.
Well, that metal band needs to come out of that. Needs to be just where that taper ends. Alright. That's probably as close as I'm gonna get. I mean, I could fuss around with this and bring in the next wall and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. It's pretty darn close. Either that, I need to scale it up a little bit more, but I don't want to get in the middle of all that. Just needs to come out a little further. I just need to keep finagling a little bit here and there, and it will be... Oh, wait a minute. I did lose something. Ah, look it. Lost the whole bottom part there with the... You'll see when I reload. Thought something looked a little different there. Pardon me.
Something here. You need a little, like, layout here, I think.
I lost all of that. All that lighting, the lower wall. Yeah, I lost a bunch of stuff with that. So, with that, I think that makes me have to think about it differently.
It has to be right in one place.
Yep. Yes, it does.
Well, you can get your scaffolding and angle sussed and place that, and then save, and then angle it.
Yeah. All right. On that note, I think we're good for today. We're going to be back later tonight, so I don't want to bore you too much with me. But I think we got somewhere in terms of we probably know how to cap it off. Now it's just some work. We got the whole backside to figure out, and then rendering is different lately. Something's different. I'm not 100% sure what it is. The lighting is definitely more crazy than it used to be. That's kind of bothersome. But, alright guys, I want to thank all of you for hanging out. It's been a pleasure as always. I'll be back tonight, probably, let's see, what time is it now? 1:30, so 2. Yeah, probably around 6 or 7 p.m. tonight I'll be back with some Cyberpunk. Until then, this has been me, Kevin C, here at Action Pants Gaming. Wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Starship grease. Get those action pants on, get out there, start building some wild and wacky stuff. Alrighty, take care.